Hello everyone. For those that have watched a few previous videos, you may have seen me moving around some of these things. So this was the old brew that we brewed in with the barrel guys, which you can see is now empty. That is now in these bad boys. So these are 500ml. They're the old 8-wired saison from 2012. Because I now have a capper that can put the large caps on. So what I've got up here is, it probably says somewhere, that is the original Flanders I did last February. So it's just a year and 3 months, year and 4 months old. So that's been sitting in the in the 5 gallon thing, and it looks really clear. But what I've got in here is a load of black cherries, and as you can see, they're really squishy. These have been in the freezer for probably a good 2 or 3 months, so they're really sort of ready to go. It's quite syrupy in there as well. So what I'm going to try and do is get all of those into here, and rack this on top of there. And if there's any left over, like fill it right up to the top. And if there's any left, I guess I can bottle what's remaining in here. The last one I've got today is the rest of the Flanders. So this was, there we go, we moved into here on the 14th of September 2014. So yeah, I've got a load of champagne bottles and what have you, so hopefully they'll take the pressure. And yeah, in probably 4 or 5 months time, I'm not going to add any bottling yeast. I'm just going to let the Brett do its thing over time. I'm in no rush to get these. I'd rather have it done properly, so we'll just let it do its thing and slowly carbonate them over the next probably 3 or 4 months. One day, hopefully, you might see me tasting them. So you can see it's pretty clear, and it's going down and into here. You can just about make out some of the stuff in the middle. So that's going to stir up the yeast, and hopefully all those nice dregs that we had from, I think in that, the dregs that went in there were from, we had a sour beer tasting before we did the old brew, the big version. We had like Supplication from Russian Brewer and a few other good ones, so some good looks around. And the sample, the last bit from the last one, smells pretty good. It's definitely tart. Woo. It's good. It's got a good level of acidity, which the other one I've got in the garage doesn't quite have yet, but there's still plenty of time for that one. It's still ready. There we go. Look at all the, like this was filled right up to here, so all this from the side was what was in the pellicle at the top. Yeah, so the first Flanders is bottled, and the old brew. So we'll get them 3 or 4 months, and we'll see how they're tasting. So the last thing I want to do today on this Homebrew Wednesday is pay a tribute to a guy I've known through the Facebook group and the Facebook page for our company, Richard Rice. Unfortunately, Richard passed away over the weekend, which is a true tragedy. He's got families left behind, and you know, he wasn't an old guy. So I just wanted to take a chance to raise a drink to Richard. So I've got a one of my Belgian triples here. So we'll pour 2 glasses. So cheers, Richard. I'm disappointed I never got to meet you. You seemed a real nice guy. I know throughout New Zealand, a lot of guys knew him through the homebrew route. So, cheers, Richard. All strength to your family, and I hope, you know, hope to see you in a later life, and share a beer with you then. So, cheers, mate, and take care, everyone out there. Cheers.